Hi, Maple Grove third graders. This is Mrs. Peters, and today I would like to talk to you about solving problems. Wonder if I asked you, what is problem solving? You might think it's figuring out a problem, or I wonder if you think it's like a story problem. It can make you confused for a while, or maybe you think sometimes it's like a puzzle. I don't always know if I'm right, or maybe you have a different thought. But when we solve math problems, it is true, they take time to figure out. They can be challenging. But they can also be fun and satisfying to figure out too. And this year, your third grade teacher, we all want to help you become better at solving math problems. So that's what this is about today. First, let's talk about the word equation. What does that word mean? We've heard it. Up on the top right corner, you'll see some equations. 4 equals 2 plus 2. 3 plus 1 equals 4. 3 plus 1 equals 2 plus 2. 25 plus blank equals 40. And 50 equals A times 2. Those are all examples of equations. Let's read the definition. An equation is a mathematical statement asserting that two quantities have the same value. Let's take a closer look. So if we look at 4 equals 2 plus 2, that's an equation. And it says or asserts that the two quantities 4 has the same value as 2 plus 2. Or if we look at this equation, it says or asserts that 3 plus 1 has the same value as 2 plus 2. Now that we're in third grade, we're going to start learning to work with variables or equations with a variable. So this equation says 4 times 6 equals t. T is the variable. And mathematicians use variables to stand for something that they don't know. You might remember in second grade, we used a box. We would say 4 times 6 equals box. And we knew that that's what we didn't know, and we wanted to put an answer there. But now that we're in third grade, we want to begin to understand how we can use variables. So if you think about what would the value of t be? You might be thinking 24, that 4 groups of 6 is 24. 24 is the value of t. 4 times 6 has the same value as 24. Let's try another one. 3 times 5 equals m. What is the value of m? Well, 3 groups of 5 is equal to 15, or has the same value as 15. What is the value of c? C plus 7 equals 27. Well, c would have a value of 20. 20 plus 7 has the same value as 27. 25 plus 25 equals p. What is the value of p? Well, if we add 25 and 25, it has the same value as 50. So one of the ways that we can make problem solving a little bit easier and maybe a little less confusing is we can think as we read a problem, what operation can be used to solve this problem? So let's read this together. Brian has $24. He wants to buy a new game that costs $50. How much more money does Brian need to be able to buy the game? Well, I think of word problems kind of like a puzzle. I never read them just once. Let's go back and read again, and this time really listen to what we're trying to figure out. Brian has $24. He wants to buy a new game that costs $50. How much more money does Brian need to be able to buy the game? Ah, I get it. He he wants to buy a game, but he doesn't have enough. How much more money does he need? So let's think about the operation. Some of you might say addition. You might also say subtraction. But let's think about what an equation would be, including a letter for the unknown quantity that could represent this problem. Hmm. Let me give you some choices. Would it be A, 24 times m equals 50? Do you think it would be B, 24 plus m equals 50? Or do you think it might be C, 24 plus 50 equals m? Think about what operation would work and think about what we're trying to figure out. The equation that could match that problem is 24 plus m equals 50. Brian has $24 and he needs some more to have enough to buy a new game. So 24 plus m equals 50 is the equation that represents that problem. What do you think the value of m is? How much more money does Brian need? Brian needs 26 more dollars before he has enough to buy his game. Thanks for listening. We'll keep working more on solving problems. Have a great day.